Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 4 of the 5-day writing challenge. And each day we've been giving ourselves a rocket boost for our writing to counteract that mid-January doldrums that happen. And so each day you're going to get a short, actionable bite to move you forward on your writing journey. And today is probably one of my favorite items in our writing toolbox, and it's writing from the 5 senses. And so one of the things is that's really cool about this is I'm not talking just about putting the 5 senses on the page. I'm also talking about our writing environment and using all 5 of our senses to create a writing environment that signals our brain that, hey, this is writing time, and gets us in that writing mode a lot more quickly and easily. And most of these suggestions you can take with you pretty much anywhere you go. So if you don't have a dedicated writing space, you can put them in a bag or a backpack or something and take it with you if you go to write in the coffee shop or the park or a car or the library or wherever you go. So I'm excited to dig into this. So the first sense we're going to talk about is sight. And of course, while we're writing, we are mostly looking at our computer. If you write old school, you're looking at the paper where you're writing. But think about what else you might have in your line of sight to inspire you. Some people love vision boards and they create an elaborate vision board. You could have that, certainly. You could do one on Pinterest. So it would be digital and you could take it with you everywhere. You might just have something nearby on your computer that reminds you. I actually have a little domino that says write those books, and it reminds me that that is the first step in everything I want to achieve in writing. The first step, the first domino, and the domino effect is writing the books. So that's what's in my vision. But you could also turn your computer into isolation mode, or I think Scrivener calls it composition mode, where everything goes off of your computer except what you're writing. And so you can really focus on that and not get distracted. So that's also something to consider when you're thinking about sight. Now, sound. This is one that people can feel very, very differently about. So if you like to listen to music while you write, perhaps create a playlist that you only listen to while writing, or nature sounds relevant to your story world. I've done both of those. So there was a time where I had to write at night in a coffee shop. Neither one of those are my favorite things to do. And so I actually had a playlist that I listened to only when I was writing there. It helped block out some of the other sounds because I didn't like the music they played. Anyways, I've also created, when I was writing one of my historical books, I created a playlist from Western movie soundtracks. And so you think of like the Magnificent Seven and all those really great movie soundtracks that are really remind you to be into that mode. So a playlist, sound is, all these senses are really powerful in tapping into our subconscious. So using them, you'll find that they're quite powerful in getting you into that writing mode. The other thing is there's this really cool app called Coffivity, and it's the feeling of being in a coffee shop in different parts of the world. You can pick Paris, you can pick London, you can pick New York, you can pick whatever. And if you like that kind of background noise of a coffee shop, it's really, really fun for that. So you can try that. Now, if you need silence, noise canceling headphones, putting the headphones on can actually signal your brain this is writing time, or perhaps a white noise app on your phone or a white noise machine. Any of those things can help signal your brain this is writing time. Smell, right? Smell is very, very tied into our subconscious, and we tend not to think about that with our writing. But if it's safe for you to do so, you can certainly burn a scented candle that you only burn when you're writing. You can use essential oils. You can use a diffuser, a scented lotion that you only use when you're writing. I actually have a lotion right here by my desk that I only use when I'm writing. And the smell of that reminds me, oh, this is writing time to get into that mode. Touch. So of course we're touching our keyboards, our mice, a pen if you're using that. But it's really, we're not always just constantly writing or typing. And so having a fidget item or a stone, I used to have some sea glass, especially when I was writing my beach romances. something like that that we can manipulate, that we only use when we're writing, can remind our brains it's time to be in the writing zone. And then finally, taste. I think this one's really fun. Is there a mint or a gum or a snack that you only have when you're writing? A certain, like, like Altoids, right? They're pretty strong. So if there's a certain flavor or a certain Tic Tac or a certain gum or whatever it is that you like, again, taste is really, really powerful. What is one of those that you can do only when you're writing? It will trigger your brain that this is writing time. So have you tried any of these? Do you have some that are your favorite or some that work really well for you or some that you're interested in trying? Go ahead and put your comments in the comment section. I'd love to hear what you guys are doing. It's always fun to see the different ways people approach this. So try that today. Enjoy, and we'll be back tomorrow for the final day of the 5-day writing challenge. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.